Wow, okay? Wow. The person who bought Jack Dorsey's first ever tweet as an NFT a while back for $2.9 million just got jacked, okay? We're gonna go into the story and we're gonna discuss, does this prove that NFTs are just tulip mania, a giant bubble that's been popped and is now just something embarrassing that's sitting in person's portfolios? Me personally, I don't think so. I think NFT technology, I think that blockchain technology, crypto technology, it is here to stay. But a lot of these projects, especially a lot of the first one, a lot of the stuff that's bought when there's peak euphoria, that stuff is going to be laughable a few years from now. And it's proving to be the case currently. So Jack Dorsey, he's a brilliant innovator, right? He's kind of like a miniature Elon Musk. He used to be the CEO of Twitter. He's the CEO of Block, which used to be called Square. He's also the CEO of Cash App, right? And December 2020, he took his first ever tweet, which he created in March of 2006, which just read, quote, "Just setting up my Twitter," spelled TWTTR. I will show you the exact tweet later. And so in December 2020, he went ahead and he turned this tweet into an NFT. And then in March 2021, he announced that he's selling the tweet as an NFT. And the NFT sold for 1,630 Ether. And Ethereum was already worth quite a bit. So at that time, that was worth $2.9 million. And what a lot of people forget is that really set the pace for people to be like, wow, you can get really, really rich if you sell the right type of NFT. So it was a huge catalyst in the NFT boom. It only helped the craze, right? But now it seems like it's going to be hurting the craze. Why? Well, the person who bought Jack Dorsey's NFT in March 2021, that was Iranian crypto entrepreneur and the CEO of Bridge Oracle. His name is Sina Estavi, and we're going to get into a couple of articles and I will show you because he's been recently in prison. A lot of people are talking about this story, but they're not talking about the checkered past of Sina Estavi, who seems right now to be in the middle of setting up another scam. And it's crazy. Again, all this is alleged, but I will show you exact resources and I'll read you an article or two. But the important thing to note here is that last week, Sina Estavi decided he's going to go ahead and he's going to sell this NFT that he bought in March 2021. Now, obviously, the NFT doesn't have a lot of utility at all. And many people were bewildered why somebody would pay $2.9 million for it. Now, here's something you might get a chuckle out of. He was expecting that he would make $48 million. Somewhere around there, that is what he would sell this NFT for, the one that he bought in March 2021. Do you want to venture a guess when the auction occurred last week what the highest bid was? $280, okay? Super crazy, embarrassing, and mind-blowing. I was actually surprised. If you asked me to guess, I would assume somebody offered 150 grand, 200 grand. Remember, there's all these trust fund rich babies that are just trying to show off their wealth and purchase things that belongs to really famous people. And still, remember, this NFT that's being sold, it doesn't really belong to you. So the picture might belong to you, but you're just buying a snippet of code that then goes ahead and pulls up some image that is stored on some server somewhere, but you don't really own that tweet. Jack Dorsey can log in to his Twitter account tomorrow and delete his Twitter account. Or he could just delete that exact tweet. And all this person's going to own is just the JPEG. Maybe the JPEG that sits on some browser somewhere, on some server somewhere, that might go down. And then this person just owns a snippet of code that he bought for $2.9 million. However, back then, people didn't really understand non-fungible tokens. Now, I believe that Sina Estavi did because, again, he's an Iranian crypto entrepreneur, right? Now, he might be a little bit of a con artist, a little bit of a charlatan. We'll get into it a little bit later with Bridge Oracle and some of his other crypto ventures that went belly up. But he's knowledgeable enough to understand what an NFT is. So I believe he literally did purchase this in order to sell it for a much higher price. Again, really reminds me of when I was reading about Tulip Mania, this whole NFT craze that occurred in 2021. Now, after a lot of articles were released about the fact that the highest bid was only $280, this brought a lot of attention to the NFT, and I believe now it hovers around $13,000, $14,000 for a bid. But remember, he doesn't have to accept it. So honestly, in his case, he'll probably just say, well, I'm going to hold on to this tweet. And this tweet is actually getting fame because a lot of news article resources, they're printing a lot about this story, because it really is mind-blowing that something would go down 99.5% in value in just a year. It just goes to show that there was a mad rush on NFTs, and actually the overall NFT market, it's down quite a bit. Now remember, crypto is absolutely bananas. It's absolutely insane. Utility is something that a lot of these NFT projects are bringing on board. So I wouldn't be surprised if next year the NFT market is up again. But I do believe that 5 to 10 years from now, the people that are investing in a lot of these small scale crypto projects, NFT projects, and a lot of these collectibles, they will be slapping themselves silly, because I think it's going to drop heavy in price. But let's jump in and read about Sina Estavi and this whole situation with what's going on with this tweet NFT that he was unable to successfully sell. So Estavi once famously said, this NFT is not just a tweet, this is the Mona Lisa of the digital world. And right here, this is basically what he bought. Now make of it what you will. This was the first tweet by Jack Dorsey, and it says, just setting up my Twitter, and he spells it TWTTR. So this is a Reuters article where it states that Estavi, who lives in Malaysia, said he had been arrested last May during a trip to Iran and held in solitary confinement until he was freed in February. Iranian state media reported in May 2021 that he was accused of, quote, disrupting the country's economic system, end quote. Estavi said he had been arrested because of the growth of his crypto exchange, Bridge Oracle, and described himself as a, quote, victim of crypto. I need the support of the cryptocurrency community, Estavi told Reuters, perhaps for another grift. So let's take a look here. Now, according to CoinDesk, Sina Estavi, best known for buying the non-fungible token of Jack Dorsey's first ever tweet, is attempting a comeback after 2 failed cryptocurrency ventures and 9 months in prison, and asking the same investors to trust him again. Following Estavi's May 2021 arrest in Iran on charges of disrupting the economic system, his crypto land exchange folded, leaving customers unable to access their funds, and the price of his Bridge Oracle project's BRG token tanked. Now out of prison, the Iran-born crypto entrepreneur says he's trying to make it right with holders of those almost worthless tokens, which were issued on the Tron blockchain. Last week, Estavi offered to let holders swap these tokens for a new version of BSG running on the Binance Smart Chain. Unlike its namesake token, the new BRG can be sold on several exchanges. The catch? He wants the original BRG investors to send him their phone numbers and some TRX tokens, the native currency of the Tron network, to verify their holdings. He'll send them their new tokens within a month or two, along with the TRX tokens that were sent for verification, he claims. I want the crypto community around the world to support me and for us all to support each other so that we can continue to be powerful and go further and help the blockchain, Estavi said in Persian in one of several interviews with CoinDesk. Many Bridge Oracle investors said they have their doubts for numerous reasons. For one thing, Estavi launched and promoted the new token before working out how to repay investors on the old one. Now, I did not go heavy deep into this project. I don't know Mr. Estavi, but this certainly sounds like another crypto charlatan as far as I'm concerned. I appreciate you guys watching this video in its entirety. So let me know, what do you think about NFTs? Do you think it's just this one giant scam? Do you think it's just this money laundering scheme? You think it's just a bunch of grifters, charlatans? Or do you think that this is the way of the future, that music, a lot of art forms, they're going to gravitate towards NFT technology, and that there will be crazy great use cases for it? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know which topic you wish for me to cover next. I do it all from stocks, crypto, and options trading strategies, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, especially you loyal followers that have been a part of this channel for a couple of years now. And I just surpassed 12.3 thousand followers. For me, that's exciting. YouTube is a tough nut to crack. I find it to be a lot harder than Instagram, which, by the way, I have an Instagram account. It's all salsa bachata, dance, videography, and photography and promotion. It's a huge part of my life. So check it out, and I will see you all in the next video.